Hey everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back on my channel. I did something completely out of the ordinary for me and I ordered a ridiculous amount of MAC lipsticks. Do not be fooled by the size of this bag. It's full. I could not resist. MAC just came out with a new collection, the Flamingo Park Collection, and I was attracted to like 90% of the things they were selling, so couldn't contain myself. I'm really happy. My bank account isn't, so let's start the swatch fest because there's a bunch of things to talk about. They came out with a bunch of lipsticks and I got all the shades. I actually already owned 2 shades, so I will be including swatches of those 2 so you can see them on my lips and on my hands so you can decide, do you need them in your life? They came out with a bunch of matte finishes, which I adore, a few Amplify one, and a few cream sheens, which I've been starting to like a lot more, so they also came out with a few blushes. I got 2 of them and I got the 2 beauty powders because I hoard them. I'm gonna start with the shades I already owned. The first one is what I'm wearing on my lips. I'm sure I'm gonna get the question. This color is gorgeous. It is the color Please Me, which is a matte finish. It is described as like a muted rosy toned color. On my skin tone, you can see that it turns a little bit on the coral side. To give you an idea, I'm probably NW15. I'm pretty neutral tone, but more towards the cool tones. So give you an idea. So this is what it looks like on my hand. You can see it on my lips. Gorgeous. I adore this color. I owned it for just a little while, but I think it's a great color for every day. So honestly, highly recommend this color. This one was already part of the permanent collection, so you don't have to run out and buy it. But if you were looking for a like medium tone pink, if you have my skin tone, and this actually would look gorgeous on many different skin tones. So if you have tan or deep skin tone, this is a gorgeous nude everyday color too. Next color is certainly not for the faint-hearted. I am wearing Saint Germain, which another color I already owned. How bright and fun is this color? It is a super light, a little bit white base, cool tone pink. On its own, it's bright, it's fun, it's in your face. You can always mix it up with other colors just to put it in the center of your lips, and I think it's a gorgeous shade. But like I said, not necessarily for everyone. It is an Amplify finish, so it's like super creamy and pigmented, which it's also very creamy, so it has a little bit of sheen to it, but how stunning is this? Like, this is a lot of fun, and so is the whole collection. So let's jump right into it because there's a bunch more colors. Let's the fun begin. Look at this baby. This is just so pretty. This one is called Long Legged and Fabulous, and it is a cream sheen. Holy mother of white base lipstick. This is really white base. I applied a thick amount so you could see what the color looks like. I do have pretty pigmented lips, but I don't necessarily like to cover the natural color just because it can affect the color if you apply foundation on it. So that's why I'm always swatching it on my hand too, but as you can see, the thick layer does give you the true color. So this one is called a soft baby pink. Don't really agree, to be honest. It's more of a white base peachy pink. Again, if you have more of a yellow undertone, it might look a little bit more pink than it does on me, but it will make your teeth look yellow if there is any yellow in them. So even me right now, I can see a little bit of yellow. Still don't regret it. I think it's a gorgeous color. I'm just not going to apply that thick of a layer. I'm probably going to mix it with something like Coral Bliss just to make it more fun, a little bit more paler. So yeah, so this is Long Legged and Fabulous. Okay, this color is giving me life right now. How stunning is this? So this one is the color The Fashion Flock. This one I believe was exclusive online, so if you want to buy it, you can buy it on the MAC website or Nordstrom.com. So I'll link everything down below like I usually do, but this is what it looks like. It is described as a bright pink coral. On me, mostly a coral. It is once again white base. It is a matte finish, which I adore. This is what it looks like. Again, pretty white base. It will emphasize any yellowness. It will emphasize any yellow on your teeth, but this is what it looks like. I love it. It's so much fun. Kind of reminds me like a coralier color of the Viva Glam Nikki, actually. So this is the Fashion Flock color. How stunning is this? I wasn't too far with my description. As you can see, the top one is the Viva Glam Nikki, so if you missed out on it, it's a little bit more pink than the Fashion Flock one, but pretty darn close. And the Nikki one was the satin finish though. I think it's so much fun. I'm so gonna be wearing this during spring and summer, like so much fun. This one has a similar name, Flocking Fabulous. Ooh, definitely more red. Gorgeous. This one is a cream sheen, so it's not gonna be as pigmented. So this one, like I said, is a cream sheen. It was described as a bright coral red, which totally agree with this one. There's a gorgeous sheen to it, so if you don't love matte lipstick, this one is definitely going to be more comfortable on your lips. And if I swatch it to compare to the color, as you can see, it's much more red than the The Fashion Flock. Then you have the color Silly, which I love that name. I'm not sure why, but as you can see, this one is a little bit white base, not as much as the other ones, but it is a mid-tone bright pink. It is a matte finish too, so it has no sheen to it. This is becoming a comparison video, but I would be wondering the same thing, so I think I might as well compare the colors. So this is Candy Yum Yum just underneath. So as you can see, this one has more warmth to it. So as you can see, Candy Yum Yum right underneath is a little bit more pink. I feel like a lot of the lipstick in that line are similar to each other, the names. This one is Be Silly, which is definitively darker and more berry. Okay, I love this color. I'm still finishing this video with this lipstick because it's amazing. I love this color. It is again a matte finish, which I adore. Gorgeous mid-tone pinky berry color. I compared it to two different colors so you can see. The bottom one, this one, the most purple one, is Flat Out Fabulous, and the one next to it is Girl About Town. But as you can see, it is different enough to justify buying it. If you don't love retro matte finishes, so wouldn't get Flat Out Fabulous, I do recommend getting this one. It's not as purple, but close enough that if you don't like the formula, you can wear this one instead. I love the color. Like, how gorgeous is it? I applied it very poorly though, but now that I filmed the rest of the video, we're gonna switch to the next colors. Good thing I started with the lighter shades because the dark shades from MAC tend to stain your lips like crazy, so I'm gonna do my best. Next one is Nice to Meet You. I kind of really like the names that they came out with. I feel like names make you like want to buy some lipstick sometimes that you really don't need. Like, you know, I'm thinking about like Sushi Kiss, which not the most wearable color, but totally needed it because there was the word sushi in it. Please tell me I'm not the only one. This one is a cream sheen, and as you can see, it's like a deep pink red color. These type of pinky red colors, especially if they have a sheen like this, kind of make me feel like Snow White. I wish I was wearing like a shade lighter foundation and I would be Snow White. So this one is a cream sheen and is Nice to Meet You, which adorable name. Let me swatch it on my hand, by the way. Just gonna see if my hunch is right. I'm not too bad at this. So this one is the color of the lipstick Nice to Meet You, and I did want to compare it to this color, which is All Fired Up, which kind of similar. There is a bit of the sheen, obviously, which the finishes are completely different. I feel like Nice to Meet You is a little bit lighter, a little less red, but obviously less pigmented. But if you love the color All Fired Up, which is the dark one, did I say that? I feel like I didn't, which fail on my part. But this one is a retro matte finishes, which can be very drying. If you don't like that type of formula, have dry lips, I would recommend getting this one because it is pretty similar and it has a beautiful sheen to it. It's comfortable, it's moisturizing, so will work better if you have dry lips. Last but not least, we have Your Cake. I have a thing for purple lips. I don't know about you, but I think they are very nice. This one is a matte finish, which is even better. My lips are becoming really sore, so don't mind the really poor application, but this is what this one looked like. How stunning. I'm totally in love. Now I need to compare it to so many different lipsticks just to make sure it's different enough. Kind of feel like it's very similar. Kind of actually just doing this, I feel like it looks a little bit like Flat Out Fabulous. I'll do a zoom in a second. I just want to swatch a few more. Very awkward, but as you can see, all the colors that I did just swatch are much darker, more purple. So I have right here of the Amp, then we have Men Love Mystery, and this one is Heroine, which, to be honest, I feel like it looks the most like this one, Flat Out Fabulous. It is a little bit more purple, which I adore. Flat Out Fabulous, I always mix it with the lip liner in Magenta, which is more purple, to get this color. So I basically just found my perfect color. I love it. It's kind of a very wearable purple with just enough pink in there. It's stunning. Totally recommend this shade. And it's a matte finish, so it's more comfortable on lips than the retro matte finish that is Flat Out Fabulous. So if you find them drying, this one is more moisturizing. I hope this was helpful. So those were all the lip products that I got from the collection. Didn't get any glosses because I'm not the biggest gloss person, no lip liner, surprisingly. Let's just keep going with the rest. My first love makeup-wise was blushes, and I still love blushes even more than lipsticks, which I know everybody thinks lipstick is my thing, but honestly, blushes, I love them even more. So I decided to get two of the colors. They had so bright and deep colors, which wouldn't necessarily be easy to wear with my skin tone. I'm mostly a girl that likes lighter shades, so still very bright though. Am I the only one that keeps boxes though? Like, I don't break them. Actually, lately I've been like cutting them in half so I can like put all my blushes in there, but same thing with the lipstick. I cut them in half, tape them all together. That's why I have like a ridiculous, I should not show you this actually. I have a huge box right there full of boxes, which, why? This one is clearly my favorite one. This one is the color What I Fancy. So I don't want to put it too close because I feel like my light is washing it out a little bit, but Right here you can see the real color. It is more of a baby corally, again a little white base, but it's gorgeous. They describe it as a soft bright apricot color, but I just cannot wait to put this on my cheeks. As you can see, light color. It's definitively a white base, so just be aware, but I'm just going to build it up a little bit so you can see it. How cute is this? It's like in between a coral and there's a little bit of pink in there. During the spring, this is going to be on my cheeks for sure. I just think it's stunning. I wasn't planning on filming this video today, so I otherwise would have applied this on my cheeks for sure. I love it. Totally recommend this. I love MAC blushes just because they have so many different colors and satin finishes just go on very, very well. I love sheer tone blushes just because I can go crazy and I'm not going to end up looking like a clown, but I think that this color is still really nice. The other one I got is Spring Flock, which a lot of flocking in there. This one is bright. This one I'm gonna have to use a very light hand, but how pretty is this? I just couldn't resist it. Like, just to compare the colors, it is much darker than the other one. And by much darker is just, I mean, darker enough that I could justify. I feel like it looks so similar on camera right now. Wait a second. So this one is lighter. Yeah, I think you can see it right now. Okay, for a second I was like, they look exactly the same, but I swear they're not, which we all know that struggle, right? Looks a bit more orange than the other one on my arm, but wow. Honestly, if you're not sure, just get one or the other. They don't look that different, which I'm assuming on my cheeks, they're gonna look very similar. So just be aware, if you want something a little bit more orange, I would go with the bottom one. And if you wanted something a little bit more pink, a little bit more sheer, I would go with the first one. But second one, once again, the name was Spring Flock. So again, oh, this one is a matte finish. Oh, I thought it was a satin. Okay, never mind. The bottom one is a matte finish. So gorgeous. They are fairly similar. I feel like a lot of blushes end up looking pretty similar in the cheeks, but I think they always look so pretty. By the way, do you store your blushes just like this, or do you just depot all of them to put them in palettes? I've been thinking about it because I feel like it would look gorgeous to see all the colors, but I love the packaging and I love being able to travel very easily with these. Let me know. What do you think I should do? Yeah, I'm hoping on camera you're going to be able to tell, but you can see that the top one is a little bit more pink, the bottom one a little bit darker and a little bit more orangey. Now, beauty powders. I collect these because I cannot use the mineralized skin finishes because they have corn and it breaks me out, which nobody wants to use something that's going to make them break out. So I end up buying beauty powders instead, which are gorgeous all over the face or as blushes or highlight depending on the color. The first one that I got is the color Pearl Blossom, which, oh my god, such a gorgeous, like almost lavender pink color. During the winter right now, I'm probably going to be able to get away with this, like either as a top blusher. Words are hard today. Words are hard. I'm sorry. So this is going to be probably either almost a blush on its own or like a blush topper. But otherwise, I can see this working perfectly as a highlight. So this is like a pretty heavy swatch, and as you can see on my skin tone, it's going to be difficult to see it because it's basically a beauty powder, so it's not overly pigmented, but this is going to be stunning. Right now, I'm probably going to, oh, actually you can see it right now. Aha! I'm going to be wearing this as like highlight blush topper right now, but during the summer, it's going to be gorgeous as a highlight. On my skin tone, it's a bit too dark to use all over the face, but if you are like a pink undertone and you do have more tan skin than I do, this would be gorgeous all over the face or just lightly as a highlight. It's just, as you can tell, I love them. And finally, the last one is a Sunny Surprise. The other one had a beautiful sheen to it. This one seems to be pretty matte though, so I would probably use this almost as a blush, which again, right now, the color will match me probably better than the blushes that I got. I'm gonna keep those because they're more pigmented for more to spring and summer, but how stunning is this color? Oh my god. To be perfectly honest, I forgot for a second what the color was until I opened it, and now I'm like in love all over again. It is described as a soft peach, so let's swatch this for the first time. Yes. I love beauty powder, especially if you have a lighter skin tone. This one is more of a matte finish, so I would recommend probably using it as a blush, but if you feel like a lot of blushes are too pigmented for you, I highly recommend these. So, mon dieu. My god, it makes perfect sense when I'm looking at it like that, but when I do this, it's always a mess. But as you can see, it's a gorgeous soft peach color. So if you have pretty light skin tone, Highly recommend the beauty powders. I feel like they look perfect. You're never gonna end up looking like a clown. It's just the perfect amount of color. They're really easy to blend out. They're super finely milled, and I actually really like the packaging. Depends on your taste, obviously, and there's like such a huge mirror that perfect. So that's it, guys. Those were all the products that I got from the Mac Flamingo Park Collection. Let me know in the comments, which ones are you planning on getting? I hope comparison colors were helpful. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe to not miss any future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.